It's not every day you guys get to see something special. Today we're going to be making tiramisu. And we're going to start off by making the actual Savoiardi, or in English, Ladyfingers. So we're going to start off by separating the egg yolks from the egg whites. And we need about 125 grams of egg yolks. Put them on your mixer. Grab your sugar. You need about 100 grams of sugar for this part. Just white sugar is fine. Mix it in together, and you're going to want to basically make it go until it's nice and creamy consistency. Once that is done, prepare your flour. You're going to need 0-0 flour for this. I actually had some pizza flour that worked really well. And you need 150 grams of this and around 65 to 67 grams of cornstarch. Mix those together. And then you basically can tell that your egg yolk mixture is ready when it is not runny anymore. See how I put the spatula in there and it was still runny? This is after about another 2 minutes or so of mixing, and you can tell it's much more stiff. That's the exact style that you want. Set that aside. Grab your egg whites. You're going to need about 190 grams of egg whites. Boom. Mixer. Make sure everything's washed. No water's in there. No residuals. And you're going to want to put the remainder 85 grams of sugar in here. Whisk that until you get some soft peaks. And I usually put the sugar towards the end. Helps the egg mount better. There we go, perfect. This is the fun part. Now we get to fold in the egg whites with our egg yolk mixture. Small quantities at first. Gently fold it in. You want to basically make sure everything is well incorporated inside and nothing is left chunky. Take care not to deflate the egg whites that much. When everything else has been incorporated, do the other part as well. And finish the remainder of the egg whites into the egg yolk. Now comes the fun part. You want to basically sift your flour and your cornstarch mixture together. Make sure there's no big pieces in there, so grab yourself a sifter. And then you're going to slowly put that into your egg mixture and fold that in gently as well. Take care not to go too fast. This is a slower process, but it's worth it. Once everything is well incorporated, you're going to have a mixture like this. It's going to be a little bit fluffy, a little bit airy. It's going to show air bubbles in there. That's exactly what you want. Get yourself a nice big piping bag with a number 10, basically a 10 millimeter hole at the bottom. Try not to make a mess like I did. Alright, here we go. You're going to want to make the classic ladyfinger shape, which is basically like a little line, about 1 inch wide. And I made a little bit of a mess there in the middle, but it's okay. Now they do grow a little bit. You can put them kind of close like this, about 1 inch apart, maybe 3/4 inch apart, not a problem. And about 3 to 4 inches long, about average. They will kind of deflate a little bit, but they also kind of grow. So space them out accordingly. Next, you want to get some powdered sugar and some cornstarch. Mix those together. And use your sifter that you had before to basically sprinkle on top and cover them completely. This helps to basically trap in the moisture inside of them, so they actually grow a bit taller and fluffier. And this is a great way to make sure you have delicious ladyfingers. Also, the sugar adds a bit more sweetness to it. In the oven they go at 430 degrees for like 9 minutes each. And when they're done, they're going to be this nice little golden color like that. Take care not to smack the tray on the counter, and go for round 2. These came out really delicious, nice and fluffy, easy to make. Only took me about half hour overall between everything. So I recommend it. These are also good to just to snack on if you don't want to make a tiramisu specifically. And you can make multiple shapes. These are just the shape you want to make for a tiramisu. Take them off the sheet pan, let them dry. You want them drying almost crispy when you make tiramisu. These came out actually phenomenal. For my first time making them, they were super yummy. Perfect amount of crisp in them. I let them dry out even longer, a couple hours, and they're perfect. Okay, now we get to the actual fun part. We get to make tiramisu now. So you're going to start off with some egg yolks. Again, separate the yolk from the white. You're going to need around 90 grams of yolks. That's around 5 eggs. Medium-sized eggs. Get the good kind of eggs. Don't get the crappy kind. So go for the organic ones. And you're going to want to put in about 120 grams of sugar. Be precise. Mix it all up, kind of like we did before. And again, here you want to go for that consistency of a nicely puffed up yolk mixture. Get yourself some mascarpone. You're going to need around 500 grams. A little bit at a time. Pop it in, mix it in, rinse and repeat until all the mascarpone is completely absorbed in the egg yolk. Ideally, you want to use pasteurized eggs for this, but if you don't have any, run the risk, or go find yourself some pasteurized eggs. There are ways to pasteurize them if you really want to, at home. I don't know how to do that, so if you don't want to run the risk, go buy yourself some pasteurized eggs. This is kind of the consistency you're going to get, super creamy, delicious. And now for the other part of this delicious recipe, you want to use some heavy whipping cream. And I put 150 grams in this one, whipped it up, but I actually doubled it up. So you want around 300 grams of whipping cream. Get yourself some stiff peaks. Don't add any sugar. You don't need any sugar in this one. And again, you're going to want to mix it in with your mascarpone. Like I said before, I kind of doubled it up, so I added about another 120, 130 grams of whipping cream, whipped it up. Stiff peaks again. And I used the hand mixer because I know a lot of people don't have a KitchenAid. Also, the KitchenAid was ready for another recipe of mine, so I didn't want to get it dirty. Mix it all in again. You're going to get an amazingly creamy, delicious mascarpone cream. And that's basically it. Pop that in the fridge. And that's all you got to do. Before you pop it in the fridge, though, take a little sample.
Oh, I didn't get the core.
Mamma mia.
That was so good. Yeah.
Porca puttana. Fuck.
Why? We're gonna die.
Okay, while that's in the fridge and your cookies are drying, make yourself some espresso. I use Lavazza Qualità Rossa. It's one of the best kinds I think I can make for this. Easy to get in the US, and you can only really do it with an espresso machine. Make a couple cups here, a double shot, or 2 double shots. And then for a little extra flavor, you want to put in some rum. The rum kind of kills some of the sugar effect of the mascarpone and makes it just overall much more flavorful, infused with the coffee. Now we start. You can start assembling. You can put a little bit of mascarpone cream on the bottom to kind of glue the cookies onto the bottom there. Get a good spread around. Don't put too much because you don't want to actually run out when you need it on top.
More?
Certo.
Me le tiri fuori per piacere?
And then we're going to grab our first cookie, dip it in for about a second, 2 seconds, drip it a little bit, let it drain. I let this one drain a bit too much. You don't want to drain it that much. But I wasn't sure how these cookies were going to turn out, if they were going to break apart or not. So they actually held up fantastically. That's it. And now this is basically where you start to layer your cake from the bottom. Get a good coverage on the bottom. And now you want to add your second layer of mascarpone cream. So look at how creamy that is. It's beautiful.
Tomorrow we're gonna have a dinner with our friends here, and I wanted to make sure that we have enough forks and spoons for them. Don't do that. You're gonna
get a good spread. Cover every little part of the cookies because you're going to add another layer now. But before you do, you're going to put on some chocolate. Get yourself a grater. Something like for a something that you can use, for example, for garlic. And just go ahead and start to get some chocolate shavings all over this layer here. This was actually some fudge we had left over in the fridge. And then you start your other layer. Brick by brick. Make sure that when you add this second layer, you turn your plate 90 degrees. So you're staggering your cookies and you're not putting them one on top of the other, but you're putting them perpendicular to each other. And then now for the third and final layer. When you stagger cookies like that, it builds strength into your tiramisu.
We made your food.
Makes it not fall apart whenever you take it out of the pan.
No.
You can do whatever you want here. You can make it nice and smooth. We were having a party, so I made everything nice and smooth. And my wife decided to have fun. I made some extra heavy whipping cream, and she wanted to make little florets of whipping cream all over. Then top it off with some more chocolate.
Okay, lick it so I can make it happen.
After you've gotten your chocolate, you can go ahead and put some cacao powder or cocoa powder. Make sure you get the good stuff. Get an organic one. Sprinkle it on top. Cover every little part so you have no white mascarpone remaining or showing.
I know. Baba will clean it though later.
Look at that. Beautiful. And that's it, guys. Chop it off with some chocolate. Hard chocolate pieces on top. Anyway, if you like this recipe, like, share, and subscribe. Do all the things that you need to do. If you want to make it, add any comments, any suggestions. I'll be happy to make it again because I like to eat this and so do my family. And yeah, check that out. Look how beautiful it is. This was actually the day after, so you want to put it in the fridge. So you get everything in nice flavor melding. And it was amazing. Thanks, guys. Ciao for now.